Daily cold exposure changed my life for the better. Every day since January 1st of this year, I've been getting deliberately cold, either by way of cold shower or cold plunge. Now, I thought I'd get on here and talk a little bit about some of the experiences that I've noticed over the last 70 days of daily cold exposure, talk a little bit about some of the limited scientific research we have on it, and maybe motivate some of you to add this into your daily routine. Now, first and foremost, the scientific research shows us that intermittent cold therapy or bouts of cold exposure can boost dopamine levels by up to 250%. That is a metric shit ton of the feel good neurotransmitter. Who wouldn't want to feel that good? Now, most people associate dopamine with pleasure and or satisfaction, but it's lesser known that dopamine is a driver of reward-based behavior or motivation. And when you set a big goal and achieve it, or you have a task at work you've been busting your tail on, or you finally hit that big goal in the gym, that feeling you get, that motivation, that drive, that's dopamine. So, in my experience, unequivocally, the biggest benefit I've noticed from cold plunging regularly or getting cold even by way of a shower is the dopamine hit. I feel incredible when I get out of the shower or out of the plunge. I have a tremendous load of confidence because I did something hard, but physiologically, my dopamine is through the roof, so I feel like I'm riding a high. Cold exposure studies and cold immersion studies have also shown the conversion of white fat, the body fat that we see or fat around our organs, to the conversion of what's called brown fat. That is the healthy fat we need inside of our bodies that is associated with a high level of metabolic health and with regulating our core body temperature. So basically, getting cold regularly will desensitize you to perceived cold. So you may think 45-degree air is frigid now, but after 30 days of cold exposure, you may feel less cold going out into that same weather. Now, this part isn't necessarily noted in the scientific research, but anecdotally, from my own experience and something that I've seen in forums and people like Dr. Andrew Huberman talk about, is an increased sense of confidence or mental resiliency that comes with doing something this difficult every day, especially starting your day. I like to do it as soon as I wake up. And there's an inexplicable confidence that comes with doing something that sucks so bad every day to start your day. It's almost like when you start your day with something as simple yet shitty as daily cold exposure, the rest of the day, there's nothing that it can throw at you that will derail you or make you anxious or nervous. Also, can't point to this directly from the cold because I'm not a scientist. I didn't do a study, but I've noticed some chronic nagging injuries like my elbow tendonitis and my hip issues from heavy strength training over the years seems to have gone away for all intents and purposes, and I'm super happy about that. Every day I do it, 70 days in, it still sucks. I still get nervous before I get in, but I have never once gotten out and thought, man, I wish I didn't do that. I'm always glad I did, and I think you will be too if you try it. Give it a shot.